this dish is the tomato and mozzarella, and it's homage to Casamia 99. Pete's can obviously cut the tomatoes, these amazing heritage tomatoes from Worcester. In the meantime, I'm going to put on the Laverstock mozzarella, which is a mousse texture. We've changed the texture of it, so when we pipe it out onto the plate, you can see it's got this lovely, consistent, beautiful creaminess. And the reason for this was we really wanted this dish to not have that classic feel of rubber mozzarella with the tomatoes. With this, we want it to be more delicate and beautiful. So that's the first thing we're going to put on. And also you can see on the plate, we design all the plates for Casamia. And we use this amazing potter called Jen, who's local to the restaurant. So this next little bit is tomato jam. So it's quite simply placed on the plate. A little bit of tomato has been smoked. And we've got one that's confit with a bit of garlic and thyme. We'll set that in like that. And then you have one just left raw, just a cherry tomato. And then Pete has this lovely one here that is just, again, left with no seasoning. So with that, you've got different variations, different textures and flavours. So this one Pete's just put on is just one that's shaved very, very fine on a vegetable slicer. And then we've put it into a dehydrator and just left it for an hour or so just to really crisp up. And then we've got a little bit of basil oil. The next bit is just a little scoop of tomato jelly as well.
So that's technically that's all the offcuts. We kind of clarify it and we just make a really pure, natural juice and then just set it lightly with just a little bit of gelatin.
And then this is a really important part of this. This is just some basil from an amazing grower called Jacko McVicker, and she's been a good friend of mine and Pete's over the last sort of 8-9 years, and she's really helped me and Pete develop our understanding for herbs and foraging. So these little pieces here, little leaves, we've got like buds that Pete's just put on there, and the buds are so strong, and this one particularly has got this incredible little bit of aniseed flavour to it. So as you're going through the dish, you just have these beautiful aniseed pieces of basil oil, tomato jam, confit, fresh smoked and dehydrated, and then that lovely mozzarella mousse underneath. So homage to Casamia 99 tomato mozzarella.
And that would be one of how many courses?
That would be one of, at the moment, was it 14 different little dishes?
Yeah, that's 14, 16 different bite size.
Yeah. Talk us through the menu whilst we're on that.
Yeah, sure, Pete.
Yeah, well, the menu, like we said, the menu starts off with snacks itself. So the whole idea is that you're going to have something what you're going to eat in 1 bite or 2 bites, and it's going to be like a little explosion of flavour. Like we always try to mix in all the kind of bitter flavour, the sweetness, the sour, that umami, that saltiness as well. Really just open up your palate and your senses. And then we always move forward then to a bread course, but like here at Casamia, instead of just serving out a loaf of bread or a few different varieties, we literally just serve out like 1 piece of sourdough. Because there's so much to eat, you don't want to be at the end of the meal feeling full.
How often do you change the menu?
It changes, every single dish will change 4 times a year with each season. And the reason for it really was, we looked at how, it was amazing really. We had this problem where we wanted people to come back and eat our food all the time, and me and Pete could never quite say when the dishes were going to change. So one day, I remember Pete reading an article and then saying to me, God, it's amazing what the Japanese are doing, how they, just little things, soft furnishings inside, so they change not only their dishes, but they change everything about their restaurant. And we looked at it and went, God, it's a really simple concept, but actually that's a really good idea. So we spent a good 8 months planning and thinking how we could do something similar. And the simple scenario was, we'll change each dish, every single dish on the menu, we'll change all the pictures, things like smells and that we bring into the restaurant, or herbs and things as well. And we try and make people, not only the guests, but our staff as well, make them feel like something's changed really, and that we're now going on to the next journey. How
many people ideally do you like to sit in a session here?
Well, really, our sort of sensible number is about 32 cupboards we look for. Weekends we might get a couple more tables in, but that's normally the sort of number that we like to hit.
And you've got the bar for an aperitif beforehand?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we love that bar, don't we? It's only been in about a year now, I think. So yeah, it's a big transition from what was there previously. I think I was saying to you earlier, it was a big green bar that you couldn't really sit at, so it's very nice to have that one there now.
Yeah, with the wine, we're constantly always working on it seasonally. So we have certain glasses what just represent that moment of time, because for instance, the summer menu is a lot more lighter. So the wine's got to be more delicate. Whereas at the moment when we're doing the tasting for the autumn menu, it's a lot richer. We're looking for more deeper flavours in the wine itself. So we do tend to go towards that way. Obviously having the kind of most popular wines at the same time. Like for instance, this tomato dish, we have this tomato wine. What is something we never tried before.
What is it?
It's literally a kind of, it's more of a liqueur, but it's made of 72 different tomatoes. So even though we talk about wine and wine flight, actually there's some quirkier things on there.
What was your starter to making you want to go into the kitchen and cook and
I think it was when Dad first opened this restaurant.
Yeah.
Seems crazy because back in the day, I suppose, we were very easily satisfied, should we say. Ice cream or pizza, it's like, honestly, we loved it.
Sure.
But just talking with the chefs, and I think all those kind of things, and working within this business, and talking to customers, because Dad would always be like, oh, here's my two sons. I think we just fell in love with it.
Now rated as Chefs of the Year by the Good Food Guide, which is a fabulous accolade for one so young.
Oh, that's crazy. I did say to Pete, are you sure they got the right brothers? Are you sure it's not supposed to go to someone else there? I guess we worked hard, we've been there for a long time working hard trying to evolve this restaurant. So obviously from an outside perspective, everyone still sees us as quite new to the dining scene, but I guess we have been doing it for quite a long time. Yeah. So it's very overwhelming and humbling that the Good Food Guide would give us an award so high. So it was amazing.